Today's episode of Dungeon Crawlers Radio is brought to you by Gamers Inn, your one-stop location for all your gaming needs. Located in Lehigh City, Utah, their fun and friendly staff will be more than happy to answer any of your gaming needs. Just remember, Gamers Inn, it's where adventures begin.
It's time to power up.
Autobots, roll out!
Broadcasting live from the DCR studio.
Oh yeah!
The Geek Revolution starts here.
Excellent!
Get ready for the #1 hit geek radio show out there.
Well, it is impressive, isn't it?
Because it's time for Dungeon Crawlers Radio.
Let's get ready to rumble!
And now, the moment you've all been waiting for.
Alright everyone, welcome to another episode of Dungeon Crawlers where we're going to talk about...
It's the most depressing time of the year.
Yep, that's right.
Where TV shows dying and cancellations are flying all over the year. It's the most fearful time. Yes, there are shows going to die. Hope you don't love those characters.
You might cry.
Of the year.
You're coming up with a lot of jingles. We need these. So that's right.
I hate this
Give me a
time.
little jingly, Scott.
We're going to talk about some maybe your favorite, maybe your
These
least
TV
favorite,
series.
or maybe your hated TV series that are getting the axe, so to say.
I say Fox really jingles my bells because they cancel everything that's good. I know.
I'm
Yeah.
with you on that.
Just,
I'm still angry
hey,
about
let it go.
Andy
Firefly has been gone for over a decade.
And I will be mad
Let
about
it go.
for another decade. They cancel so many good shows before they have a chance. Do you want me to list them off? Not just Firefly.
Terra
Also,
Nova.
Terra Nova was amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was really expensive, but it was amazing.
I know.
What else?
Andy
What else?
Barker, PI.
Yep. How many times did they cancel Family Guy? One of the
Most popular shows
I
I've
know.
got.
I know.
Yep.
It's and yet Simpsons is still running. I know.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. Anyways, so let's go through the list. Scott has found a list of the TV series that are still undecided, that are renewed, as well as those that have unfortunately met their fate with the Executioner block. So let's. So you have the list in front of you. Let's go over it.
All right. I'm sending the list to Varian, our other guest host today.
Yes, Varen is with us because McKay has disappeared into the timeline again.
No,
There was a malfunction with his flux capacitor, and it sucked him backwards into a wormhole, and we haven't seen him for a while.
Well, I hope he gets out all right.
I do too, but you never know. Those flux capacitors can be pretty tricky.
Hopefully he has one of those emergency wormhole kits.
Yeah,
It's true.
that or he's got a giant antenna and knows when a lightning strike's going to happen and get the 1.21 gigawatts
That's
so he
true.
can come back.
That's
Yeah,
true. It's just
Do we
takes
trust
a lot of
us?
time.
We trust us, right?
sure, we can trust us.
Magazine?
Yeah,
Okay, we trust Us Magazine. So that second link that I sent you, they actually have a full list of all the shows renewed and canceled, and it's not based on the different TV stations. So we can just
awesome. So the list that we're going over is from Us Magazine.
Us Magazine renewed 2017 or canceled.
All right,
What will be
let's-
back, what will not. And should we talk about the cancels first? Because
Yes, let's go over the cancels first.
Thankfully, right now it's a shorter list.
All right, let's do this.
So, the one, okay, I'm crying right now. Like, I have pain inside my heart. Timeless. Timeless is being canceled, which I cannot believe. Are they right about that?
I'll admit this, just from seeing the trailer for it and the commercials, I wasn't interested.
See, and
I even downloaded the first episode for free on iTunes, and I still have not watched it. Because it didn't pull my attention.
Of all the time travel shows, especially on the air right now,
Mm-hmm.
it was the top. It had a great cast, amazing talent behind it, and the story was actually quite perplexing, going back and changing time. And what's worse is they end on a cliffhanger, expecting a season 2. Like that was the wake up show surprise for my wife and I this year.
Huh.
And it's really fun. It's got great effects. It's got great humor, and my favorite is still, whenever they go back in time to a time that isn't exactly favorable for one of our more ethnic characters.
Ethnic characters. That's good.
Can I say that?
Yeah, ethnic
I
characters.
never want to offend anyone, but and he's always just like, really, what am I supposed to do here? Like he points it out so blatantly, and all the characters just do such a great.
But
job.
at the same time, I kind of feel like that's an easy card. It's like, why do we have to play that? You know, in a way.
But at the same time, they go back to like.
But I do understand that is part of history, and
it's a part of history that we kind of gloss over sometimes.
In some cases, I mean, there's a lot of people that still want to deny what happened with the Civil War and that, and say, "Oh, it wasn't over slavery," when really it was.
It's true. But at the same time, like this show, like really focuses because you have one main villain that you feel is the villain. It's obvious that he's the villain. He's trying to change time in order to destroy. He's trying to change time to remake the future in his own vision. And you're like, yes, this is obviously a bad man. This is a man we have to hate. But as the series goes on, you start seeing things from his point of view, and suddenly you realize, oh crap, I'm the terrorist. I want to change time. I want him to succeed. I want our heroes to fail because he is such a believable character, and you just fall in love with his destiny, with his goals, and you realize, that this government organization is actually horrible, and that what he's doing, though it's a bad way by killing people, I wanted to see more of it. We have a long list, and
however, apparently other people didn't feel quite as passionate as you do. All right, next one.
Okay.
Timeless, yes. Last Man Standing, another one.
Last Man Standing's ending, huh? That was a great series with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
I'm sad to see that that's going.
That's a reincarnation of Home Improvement.
Sort of. I mean, in a way.
It was like a mirror image, but I loved how every now and again in an episode
you would have someone from.
Exactly.
I loved it. I mean, especially the witty banter that they were throwing in. Like the one episode that they had the lady that played Jill show up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And she would talk about her husband that's gone, and he used to be really handy with tools and stuff like that.
Things up.
Yeah, and he used to soup things up, and I'm just like, they're like poking fun at Tim the Toolman Allen.
Well, and then Jill's son shows up.
Yeah,
and it's Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, and so it was just, I loved how they did that, and it was really great. But I'm sad to see that one's gone.
Me too.
That one's gone.
Yeah, that was a really good show.
Like, I didn't really watch it as much as my wife did.
Yeah, but at the same time,
I listened.
I'm not super surprised because they were very. He didn't pull back on the political jokes at all.
No, he didn't, and I liked that because you had characters in there that were on both sides too.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like it was a right wing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't left wing either.
He made fun of Obama while his daughter was like, nope.
The other people.
So
exactly.
I did like that because it was balanced. It wasn't just like, okay, we're just pushing our agenda. They pulled back and forth. So you got both sides. But yeah, I'm sad to see that one go. What's some other ones?
Oh, I can't believe that. One that I'm ashamed of because I should have picked up on the show, and I didn't even realize that it had already come out, is Houdini and Doyle.
Never seen it, so can't say a thing.
Neither have I.
And that's our problem. I think that it just didn't grab the audience like it was supposed to. It was one of those paranormal, like, cop buddy, like, solving crimes, mysteries type shows, except it was with Houdini and Doyle. Remind me who Doyle is.
I don't know. Anyways,
it's
so
like Sir Conan Doyle, who wrote Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
And so these two characters, like, in the same world, it sounds exciting. And watching the trailers for it, I was excited for it. I just didn't realize that it apparently has been on.
Apparently, they did a horrible job letting people know about it. Now it's gone. So next.
It was on. It is now off. Okay, what else do we got on here? I have too many tabs open. Girl Meets World, obviously canceled. Not surprised about that.
They've had a good run though. It's been 3-4 seasons or something like that. So, good for them. My kids have enjoyed it. It's definitely poking fun at Boy Meets World, but in a good way and tying it back.
Caught the original
it didn't.
spark.
No, it didn't. And I think, well, it was a lot of the cast. I mean, really, they're playing the same jokes over. I mean, Corey's daughter is doing the same things Corey did. It's like, but flipped. I mean, and then they tried bringing in the original cast to liven it up, and it just didn't work.
Fuller House did a very similar thing.
Yeah.
See, and I'm surprised that one's still being renewed. Like, I love the
well,
cast.
but that's
I
Netflix.
think it's
Netflix
fun
has
they
the
brought it
money
back for first season, but I'm actually surprised that they made it back for a second season.
and again, it's pulling the same thing. I mean, It's almost identically
Yeah.
a copy. You know, Danny had his daughters and moved in. His 3 daughters moved in, got his brother-in-law and his best friend from college. What do we have now? Oh, well, you know, we have
a baby.
the oldest daughter's moving back in. Oh, she's got her sister there and her best friend. Oh, and she's got 3 boys. I mean, it's just a flip.
It's
a
the
mirror image.
formulaic, though. That's what sold the original show, and
Yeah.
so they wanted to bring back a similar feel, but a new.
You know,
The big problem is a lot of these shows that they keep doing like that with, they end up feeling more like a reunion show.
Well, and
That's fine to have for one season. I love reunion
It's,
shows.
it's like a whole season of reunion shows.
Well, and the
Look
very
at Arrested
first episode.
Development. Their reunion show was amazing. I loved season 4. It wasn't as good as season 1 through 3, but it was fun to see the characters.
Yeah,
back.
it's great that Girl Meets World had as long run as they did. I'm not surprised that it's done, to be honest.
Okay, another couple. Should I just start firing these off?
Let's just fire them off.
So we've got American Gothic, gone. Brain Dead, gone. Conviction, Doubt. Emerald City. I actually kind of grew to like this one.
I haven't seen any of those.
It's like a grungy remake.
Yeah, I know it was a Wizard of Oz remake,
It was
but
kind of fun.
all those that you listed off. Then Frequency, I've seen. It's based on that the movie with Dennis Quaid, and
love the movie.
the movie was great. TV series,
Never
it didn't pull me in. I wasn't interested in watching because I've already seen the movie.
Yeah.
So it's like, what can they do in the TV series that I haven't already seen? So yeah.
Incorporated, Mistresses, No Tomorrow, Notorious.
No Tomorrow. I'm not surprised isn't coming back. It wasn't that great. I mean, I watched
No
it.
Tomorrow has No Tomorrow.
Yeah, it really has no tomorrow.
It died today.
Yeah.
Notorious, Outsiders, Pitch. Oh, Pitch. Oh, that,
I haven't seen any of
that
these.
was much of a surprise. That one my wife actually watched, and she was really excited, but it just fell flat.
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean,
didn't-
all these series, it's like, all right, they didn't catch my attention, so
And it's harder nowadays.
Yeah.
Let's see, Uncle
No,
Buck,
it-
King the Jury.
it really. Uncle Buck was made into a TV series. What?
Yeah. See, and that's another one that I heard of, and I was excited to give it a try.
The movie was awesome with John Gandy. Why would you ruin that?
Because John Candy's dead now. That's why.
Anyways.
Well, they ruined. Never mind. That's a whole other story.
No, I mean, okay. So here's the thing: it is a lot harder now for TV series. Let's face it. TV is easy to get. Not only are you competing against movies like you used to in the old days, but there are multiple TV channels out there. You got Netflix making their own TV series plus movies. You've got Amazon doing the same thing, and all these other companies are now getting on board and doing the same thing. And so everyone's competing for time, and so it's not surprising that we have TV series that jump out and then die so quickly. And that's how it is. If it doesn't catch my attention with announcing, hey, this is coming, and then I watch it, and I'm like, oh, I gotta watch the next episode. It's not surprising that these are going away because a lot of them are like that. Mm-hmm. Castle was really eye-grabbing. It's like, oh, I want to watch the next one. Then we got to season 6, and it's kind of like, I'm not so sure anymore.
Well, that's because they weren't intending to go on that long.
Season 7, it was like, yeah, I'm done. And then season 8 was like, wow, okay, you just made a mess of everything. So that's just my opinion.
Hey, I love the time traveler episode of Castle. If that's all we got from the later seasons, I'd be happy.
Okay.
Like, I'm happy putting up with all the other bad episodes just for that one.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
All right.
And it has the guy from Chuck, the best friend from Chuck, yeah.
Okay.
And he's amazing.
All right.
Okay, wow, there's a lot that actually got renewed. So as much as I can complain...
So is
about
that everything that got cut?
That's all the things that have gone cut so far.
Okay. So,
but the jury's still out on a lot of shows.
Well, like Once Upon a Time, Jennifer Morrison announced that she's leaving. And that's she plays Emma Swan.
And that one is not on the list yet.
So the question is, what's going to happen with Once Upon a Time? I mean, she's the main character. I mean, every story arc kind of revolves around her. What happens when she leaves? Or is she just saying she's leaving until they renegotiate a more attractive contract?
I don't know, because I heard the same kind of things when Kate was leaving Castle.
Yeah.
And she actually left.
Well, they fired her.
They fired her?
Oh yeah, they fired they fired the lady that played Kate as well as Lainey, and they were just going to continue on with him. So, which is kind of why I think season 8 ended with them both getting shot, because they're just like, all right, she dies. She doesn't survive. And they can continue on with Castle.
But they have a spoiler. They have a happy ending. They have a good ending.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they really? Because a lot of people have gone back, and is that just their delirious dream, imagining and dream as they're dying on the floor?
From the director, from the writers, they actually said that was intended as the end.
Okay. They did it in a poor way. It's really hard to tell.
Yeah, they did do it in a poor way. I do admit that. But I think it's still the same future that was foretold by the time traveler. Anyway.
Well, that's the reason why they ended it that way, because of the time traveler episode. Anyways, all right. So what's been renewed? Let's end this on a happy note, because we're halfway through the show.
My favorite happy note is the X-Files has been renewed for. Is that 11? Is that an 11th season or is that the 10th season? Because they had the little mini season, which was like 5 episodes long, and everybody is clamoring for more.
Can we renew one of those really bad
No.
TV shows that
No, we're
got
getting
so
the
we can get rid of X-Files?
So you can grin and bear it, because it is amazing.
I have never enjoyed the X-Files. I always thought it was a crappy series.
I
we
enjoyed it.
can respect your life choices.
That's fine.
When I was a teenager, like the originals X-Files, I liked those, some of them. But I remembered at one point, my ex-wife wanted to watch them all the time, and they just became very dramatic. And
well, you're looking at the first
drama-based, and then I just
they're boring.
Look at the first 4 seasons of the X-Files. Those are really the prime years, and then they kind of went down. They kind of, even David Duchovny left the show for a while, and it's kind of rough there for a little while. But
I think when he left the show, it really went.
Yeah, it did. Because he was more than
the main character of the show. But even then, I just never could get into X-Files. I remember everyone like, oh my gosh, X-Files is amazing. And I'm just like, no, but yeah. But hey, you love it. That's okay.
I'm happy with it. I'm thrilled, and I love seeing this team up.
All right.
Westworld. Westworld is coming
Oh
back.
my gosh. So, I just got started watching this. McKay mentioned it, so on and so forth. Westworld is an old movie. And they decided to take it and make it into a TV series.
Modernized it.
They've done a great job. I'm only about 5 episodes in, but I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Every episode grips you and keeps pushing you to the next.
However, big warning. Do not let your children in the room while watching this show. Because people die every episode, and sometimes it's not pretty.
Sometimes.
And
I want you to tell me one death that's pretty. One death that's actually...
Well, James Marsden, he just got shot. Boom, boom, he's dead. He drops to the ground. That's it. Yeah. Cyclops. He dies really quickly.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
That's an easy. That's a nice, handsome death.
What is it? The California Diet one where there's zombies. What's that one? The Santa Clarita Diet.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
I hate that.
I could not handle as soon as the whole Nathan Fillion, which by the way has been renewed. Not Nathan. Nathan hasn't been renewed. He's not coming back.
No.
But the Santa Clarita Diet has been.
Well, again, that's a Netflix one, so I'm not surprised that it is because they can do it.
That's true.
I've tried watching it. I'm just it seems very genre. Bland.
Yeah, it's for somebody different besides me. I know that.
All right, what else?
A lot of people love it though.
Scott,
I know, and that's fine.
Loves it.
You skipped over a very important one, Scott.
Supernatural.
Hey, no, I think we gotta give a shout out.
Supernatural is
Pat
back.
Sajak,
Really?
Wheel of Fortune.
That's right.
Really?
Oh yeah, Wheel of Fortune is back too. But Supernatural is coming back. It's the CW's cash cow. It's
I know it is,
it's
but
the reason why the CW has their own video app now. It's what put them back on the map and made Supergirl and The Flash possible and Arrow.
No. Okay. Smallville was there long before Supernatural was. But no, I think they need to end this series. They really do, because when a series goes too long, which I think this one has, I mean, Smallville went 10 seasons. And even then, it was starting to get really punchy.
They are on the wire.
They're on 15 or 16, seasons 15 or 16 now, aren't they?
Yeah, but that's the thing. I still watch them, and I still have fun. I still enjoy watching the characters. They're still doing... Here's the problem.
But what stories can they do, though?
That's the thing. You can't have that same overarching that's as dramatic as it used to be. But at the same time, the writing is still good. While most shows, it goes down.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I'm with Dan on this one. Is it really?
Is it really?
You guys can believe that whatever you want.
I mean, honestly, it's like watching
It is not
Doctor
as
Who.
good.
I'm
It is not
watching
as good.
season, after they rebooted it, season 10 of Doctor Who right now, and I'm just sitting here like, and I'm a Doctor Who fan, and I'm just like, this is crap.
Yeah, I'm not.
I can tell that the main writer is on the way out. This is his last season. It's already announced. I can tell it's crap. The story is just, it really is. And I can't. I want fresh blood in there. I want a new Doctor. I know Peter Capaldi's an awesome actor, but they're giving him crap, and he's just not. Yeah,
Well, then you'll be happy that Stranger Things is coming back.
I'm very happy about that.
that one's a good one. As long as when they win their awards next year, Winona Ryder isn't doing the weird faces the whole time.
What was that?
I know.
I love the pizza animation of her. Oh,
Yeah.
let's see. The originals, The Path, both coming back. Patriot, not a surprise. Riverdale is coming back. Red Oaks,
Really?
The Royals.
So Archie and Jughead and the rest of the gang are coming back. All right.
Yep, there you go. Let's see. One Day at a Time. The OA is coming back. The Night Manager. NCIS.
Night Manager, I like.
I haven't seen it.
So it has the guy that plays Loki, Tom Hiddleston, and Hugh Laurie, guy that played House. And they're like arms dealers. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
You need to watch it.
down.
You need to watch it.
Hugh Laurie.
Yeah. I've been a fan of his since the Black Adder days.
So have you seen Wooster and Jeeves? Then?
Oh yeah, Wooster and
gosh,
Jeeves.
that- oh,
Yes.
That's where I gained such an appreciation for him.
But he's one of those actors that he just gets everything, and his body's into it, he's animated, and then to see him as House, where he's this grumpy, ornery doctor,
Oh,
but he's
yeah.
brilliant, and I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah, most people don't realize he's a very versatile actor.
Yeah, but you'll love him in Night Manager. You gotta watch it.
Okay. The Night Manager is now on my watch list. I hope that it's on all of yours too. We've got all three NCISs, Los Angeles, New Orleans, and Classic.
I never got into those. I tried watching the new New Orleans ones because guy played Sam Beckett from what's his name? He was also in Enterprise. He was the captain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh.
My brain is gone blank. He was
Yeah.
What is his name? Why can't I remember this?
I don't know. Look it up on the internet.
Anyways,
Go on. We'll go on to the next show.
anyway, he was in it. I tried giving a shot. I couldn't get into it. I'm just not into those type of shows. I don't like cop dramas, which is really rare when I do. Like Castle, I enjoyed that, but it wasn't purely a cop drama. So
That's true.
all right,
Modern Family and The Middle. My wife will be thrilled. that both of those are coming back.
yeah,
Those are kind of staples now. Those
they
like
are,
the new
but
Friends and Seinfeld.
they are, but I just never got into them.
The Mick. They're actually really fun.
The Mick, I can't believe that got renewed.
I'm surprised I haven't had a chance to watch it yet. The
It's
Man
horrible.
in the High Castle.
Man in the High Castle, awesome.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh my gosh, beautifully done. So it's alternate history, basically. Well, or is it alternate history? So basically, from the Rockies east is controlled by Germany. From the Rockies west is controlled by Japan. And that's kind of the Rockies are the barrier. And so but there's this real footage that's going around that shows that we won World War II and that we signed all the treaties like we did. But Germany controls things, and so does Japan, and why? And so the mystery starts unraveling. Oh my gosh.
I need to watch
Beautiful book, but even Amazon did a fantastic job putting together this TV series.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
only
Yes,
available
it's
on
only
Amazon.
available on Amazon.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was. That is
So
definitely
if you have the
Amazon.
Amazon Prime membership, you can watch this. Great series. Oh man, it's just first episode gripped me because you're like, okay, this is alternate history, and then you see this reel and you're like, what the heck? I got to know what happened now.
Hello, reality.
Yeah.
Oh, The Magicians is back.
Okay.
The new MacGyver. Let's
You know, I've enjoyed the new MacGyver.
I haven't seen it.
So
I just can't bring myself. To
I have the
replacing-
whole season.
Yeah, that's a difficult one.
Actually, they do it in a really good way. So
Is it a reboot or is it a continuation? A couple years
no, it's something separate. So they're acting as if the other one didn't exist. But what I really
That's a
like,
reboot.
it is a reboot. But what I really like is it starts off with the original
MacGyver.
MacGyver theme music, and he's holding a light bulb. Okay, like you used to see in the MacGyver. But then they smash it on the ground, and then it gets like amped up. And so they're like showing you, we're not the same MacGyver anymore. They actually did a really good job. I enjoyed it. It was fun. So I'm glad to see that one's coming back.
Okay.
They did do some weird turns during the season, but yeah, I'm glad to see it's coming back.
Nice. Lucifer's coming back.
Lucifer, I love.
I need to watch it because I understand this is the same Lucifer from the DC.
It is the DC. It's based on the DC comics. It also has Tricia Helfer playing his mother.
Really?
Yeah, she plays God's wife, which is very interesting. And I really love how they play this character. I mean, okay, without getting into religion, everyone sees Lucifer as this evil person.
He's in Supernatural too.
Yeah. However, this Lucifer is just a guy that, he's been assigned to hell, and his main job is to make sure his mother does not get out of hell. That's his main job. But, all the other bad spirits in that, and he has to judge people.
You're saying that basically gets a bad rap.
He gets a bad rap, but he's decided he wants to take a break. He's tired of what he does, so he goes to L.A. to take a holiday. And then he ends up with this cop lady. But when he's around her, he starts losing his godly powers. And there's some really cool things that start happening where it sounds like, well, maybe God had an overall plan to redeem Lucifer anyways. And so it's kind of interesting the way they're pulling it off, because Lucifer's not really a bad guy. He hates the rap he has, and he just wants to be seen as a good guy.
That's great. That's great, guys.
Again, that's the DC comic version of Lucifer.
Yes, we're not getting into religion or politics here.
No.
The Librarians is coming back.
Surprise. Yeah, that is a surprise. It's
surprising.
really, really bad.
Yeah.
The TV movies were really bad. I don't know if you've seen this third one, but the lady that plays Kate in Castle, she's actually in that third one, and she's a vampire.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That hurts me. Okay, Lethal Weapon. I'm really glad this is coming back. This was another one of those standout shows for me and my wife.
Yeah, I haven't watched it.
I loved it. And call me crazy.
I can't watch it.
I went back and rewatched the originals.
Mm-hmm.
I actually really like these characters. Like, they're completely separate characters, but at the same time, like, they are more...
Doesn't it have Damon Wayans in it, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's...
And that's the thing. I'm so used to him being, like, this comedic, like...
Homie, don't play that. Boom.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Seeing him in this, like, he does such a great job. Both
Really?
actors do a great
All
job.
right.
And honestly, like, if you...
Maybe I'll give it a shot, because it's really hard to get rid of Danny Glover and...
Exactly.
And
Bruce Willis.
No, it's not Bruce Willis.
Mel Gibson.
Mel Gibson. Yeah, before he went crazy.
They were amazing. Those guys were incredible, and their performances were great. But this one, like, it's definitely toned down for TV audiences. Yeah. And I actually kind of respect that. And the comedy, the humor is on point. It's much quicker. It's a perfect modernization.
All right.
So
what else?
Let's see. You got Legion,
almost out of time.
Legends of Tomorrow. Oh, why is it?
Actually, it's. I'm not surprised. They've actually gone in a good. They've turned it around.
Okay, I haven't seen it since they turned it.
Yeah, second season turned it around a little bit. Legion, I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. I mean, it's based on Xavier's son. I want to go. I have the first episode. I need to watch it before I can actually say anything.
The first half of the first episode. It's kind of fun, but I can't run on it to my treadmill.
Yeah,
so
but my biggest thing is how's it going to connect to the X-Men? Because I don't think they're going to make that connection.
No, I don't think they will. Okay, maybe I should just go through the ones that are interesting to me.
So we got Legends of Tomorrow. I'm sure Flash is coming back.
I haven't got up to the X yet.
Okay.
The Last Man on Earth. Really excited that's coming back. That's awesome. It's a horribly awkward comedy on Fox. iZombie is coming back.
Okay.
That's a DC, right?
It is, but one I'm not interested in.
Oh,
really?
It's actually really fun. How to Get Away with Murder is coming back.
Okay.
Let's see. There is a show called Hell's Kitchen coming back. Let's see. The Handmaid's Tale. Gotham is back. Sorry, Daniel.
Yeah.
Gotham is coming back.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that. The Flash coming back.
Yeah.
Fear the Walking Dead. Surprisingly coming back. Let's see. Drunk History. Yes. Back. Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Colony.
I really wish that would have gone. That one. Yeah.
Bob's Burgers coming back. You can rest
Bob's
assured
Burgers.
with that one.
Okay.
Yep. Big Bang Theory? Wait.
Big Bang Theory, that's a good one.
I thought that one was on the chopping block.
It was, but maybe they've done something.
I know that they're going to reboot it, like with like Sheldon, like a miniature Sheldon, and do a prequel. Did that one fall through?
I don't know.
I'm seeing
I don't know.
Big Bang on here.
And it is so maybe they did something.
Maybe this
Again,
is referring to the
10
prequel.
seasons. This is the 10th season. It's kind of that time to say it's time. I mean, really, it is.
Yeah.
They've all got girlfriends now. I mean, what are they going to do? Everyone gets married in season 11 and then we call it quits? I mean, we've got to do something.
Where do they go from there?
I mean, Sheldon has a
What are you
girlfriend.
guys saying? As soon as you actually get married, your life ends? Is that what you
No,
guys are
I mean,
saying?
that's-
Have you not seen the T-shirt that says "Game
No.
Over"?
No, I mean, that's not it. It's just, that's kind of been the thing about these characters. Is they're these really smart kind of losers that can't
That are
really...
very socially awkward.
that are socially awkward, but-
Socially retarded, basically.
I mean, once you have them married, they've kind of breached that gap in a
They
way.
fixed it. Yeah.
Technically, once you get married, you don't have to be social ever again.
I guess they could keep it going if they had some breakups. Then they
Yeah.
got to do it all over again. And then,
Yeah.
you know,
No.
I don't know.
Let
Anyway.
them have a happy ever
Okay.
after.
Yeah, yeah.
A series of unfortunate events.
I'm
Yes,
glad that one's
really
back.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, Netflix, so not surprising.
Well, look at how
but
popular
it is.
Yeah.
Have you watched it though? Neil Patrick
Not yet.
Harris does an amazing
I'm sure he
job.
does. I'm sure he
and
does.
So does the guy who plays Lemony Snicket. Pat.
Oh yeah.
Patton Oswalt.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought it was really kind of interesting
Please
that
just look
when
away.
Neil Patrick Harris, he actually got that actual tattoo on his ankle that his character has
Oh, wow.
because he loved the part so much.
Cool.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Alright.
but he does a really good job. with it.
Almost out of time, so let's...
Arrow. The
Arrow.
arrangement. America's Got Talent. American Horror Story. The Affair. Dun, dun, dun.
That should be gone. But okay.
Speaking of should be gone, 13 Reasons Why. Not really a fan.
Oh my gosh. I know they got renewed, but it's like, really? That's one of those movies or TV series. By the end, you're more depressed and worse off than when you started.
Yeah.
Like Black Mirror. Have you guys ever seen that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cannot.
very depressing.
Yeah.
I don't think that one's on here.
Okay.
So that one's still
Oh.
in limbo.
I
And
hope
finally,
that,
The
yeah.
100, which is like another one of those shows where every single time I try to watch it, like it's an intriguing show with great plot points, but nothing good ever happens.
Yeah.
It's literally like, okay, here's a little possibly good thing at the beginning of the season, and then it just goes downhill. And by the end of the season, you're like, well, freak. And then the next episode of the first season, you're like, oh, a little bit of good. And then all of a sudden, it just goes downhill. It's like
Yeah,
constantly downhill. Now, there are some of these that are still in hiatus that we are still waiting for, that some of us are holding our breath on, like we're really scared about.
Well, we'll talk about those on another episode.
Another episode.
Or what we'll do is actually we'll post a list out on our Facebook page so that you can take a look at that and see that as what we've recovered or gone over. Excuse me. And then let us know what you think. Should these be on the chopping block? Should you not? Do you think I'm crazy for not
Yes.
liking Gotham?
Yes, do you think you're all crazy?
Or do you
We all
think that Big Bang Theory should be wrapping things up and going away? And why did they cut Tim Allen? But with that said, we're out of here.
I am Groot.
Seriously? Leave the lights on this time.